Hey, Remy,
Uh,
how are you? Hey, Remy, are you doing okay? Maybe you can't hear me. Hey, Remy, are you able to hear me? Hey, Remy, how are you? Hey, Remy, are you able to hear me? Hey, Remy, are you able to hear me now? Hello, hello. Hey, Remy. Hey, Remy.
Oh, there you go. I had to restart it.
All right, so we'll get right into it. I see you sent over a few worked examples.
Yeah.
It looks like you're kind of solving two-step equations, but also kind of solving some other stuff. Is there anything else you want to tell me about that you're working on here?
Not really. No.
Okay. Are we doing this lesson because you missed a class, or are you behind
Kind
or
of
anything?
both, yeah.
Okay.
Just like review.
All right, got it. Well, let me just share my screen and we'll get started with um, the lesson here. So let me do
Okay.
that. So what I noticed here is like maybe you're given a problem like this, like 2 times x minus 3 equals I don't know, 4x plus 7. Is that maybe something you've been seeing in class? Something like
Yeah, that's
that?
what I've been seeing.
Okay. All right. Um, so here on the left, you're going to distribute the 2 into the both of the terms inside the parentheses.
Yeah.
So that's 2x minus 6 equals 4x plus 7. Now notice there are variables on both sides of the equation,
Yeah.
and you have a choice. You can either move the 4x left or the 2x right. Do you remember what you've been doing or why?
Not really. I need just a review on everything.
Okay. Well, the truth is the correct way is you always move the smaller to the bigger. So
Okay.
you would actually want to subtract 2x here, but most classrooms, they actually always move it left, which it's kind of inconsistent because it's not the best thing to do. So, I mean, this is the way I would teach if I were in a classroom, but sometimes you get mixed messages. So um, we want to get x by itself. So you're going to subtract 7 from both sides. Minus 13 equals 2x. And then you want to undo this multiplication by 2 by dividing both sides by 2 there.
Yeah.
Okay, so x ends up being minus 6.5 or minus 13 over 2. Okay, so let's do another problem here. Let's try 3 parentheses x minus 1 equals, I don't know, 5x plus 2 this time. What's the first step that we should do here?
You should get the 3 and the x together.
Yeah, you should distribute that to both terms. So what does that become?
3x and 2.
Minus 3. You're multiplying. So
Uh,
there's an intermediate step here. Let me write that out. I've noticed there's a lot of like things that are, it's 3 times x plus 3 times negative 1.
okay. Yeah.
So that's why it becomes this. Now on the right, it's 5x plus 2.
Yeah. And then
And again, the choice is to move the smaller to the bigger.
so you add the 3x and the 5x?
You subtract 3x because it's really positive.
Okay.
Sorry, equals 2x plus 2. Okay.
And it's
And then
always the left side you subtract.
no, it's the smaller to the bigger. Smaller,
Oh
which is
yeah.
smaller, the 3x or the 5x?
Okay.
And that's key. Like it could be either way. It depends on the problem. So now this is a two-step equation. So you undo addition by 2 by subtracting 2. Minus 5 equals 2x. You divide by 2, divide by 2. So x equals minus 5 halves. Okay, let's look at another one here. Let's go negative 2 times x plus 6 equals Let's go 5x minus 1.
So you distribute the 2 to the x and the
-2 this time. So it's -2 times
-2
x
to the
plus -2 times 6.
6. And then you just drop that down and then drop the 5x -1 down.
Yeah, so it becomes -2x minus 12.
Yeah,
And then, like you said, you drop those down. So again, like which is smaller, -2x or positive 5x?
-2x.
So in this case, you're going to add 2x because you move it by adding this time.
Yeah.
That's kind of what's maybe not made clear, is that you might add or subtract, but you move it from the smaller to the larger. So 7x minus 1. What do you do from here?
And then can you scroll up?
Yes. So here we subtracted 2 because it was +2.
Yeah. Okay. Then 7x.
So in this case, we're going to add 1 to both sides.
Yeah. Okay. And then 12, -12, or oh my gosh. -11 equals 7x.
And from here,
Oh, and then you
you divide by 7 because it's multiplying. So x is -11 over 7. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still kind of new to this.
Okay, so let's go to this step right here, because it's 7x minus 5 equals 4x plus 2. Okay,
Oh,
so let's just say you were given a problem like this to solve, or you got to this step. Which is smaller, the 4x or the 7x, or the 7x or the 4x?
the 4x.
Yeah, so this time it's positive, right? We don't write it, but it's positive. So you undo it with subtraction.
Yeah.
So 3x minus 5 equals 2.
Yeah.
Now this is a two-step equation. I know we've done lessons on this in the past. You undo subtraction by 5 first.
With the addition.
But adding 5 to both sides. Okay, and then how do you undo multiplication by 3?
Division.
Divide by 3. So x equals 7/3.
Yeah.
Okay, now almost all the problems I've made have not had nice answers. I'm just making these up. I'm not in any way trying to like come up with good ones here.
Okay. Yeah, you don't really need to, yeah, because I don't have any worksheet.
Okay, so try this one here on your own. It's slightly different than the last one, but give it a shot here. If you have questions, please ask as you do it.
Okay. Yeah, can you just like scroll up on the last one? That's
Sure,
it.
sure.
And the equation is dx. All right, thanks. Yeah, I'm a little lost.
Okay, so which is smaller, 8x or minus 2x?
Minus 2x.
So how do you undo subtraction?
Addition.
So you add 2x to both sides.
Yeah.
What is 8x plus 2x?
10x.
10x plus 6 because you bring it down. Now, this is a two-step equation. You have to undo plus 6.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Use minus.
Minus 6. So that's 10x equals minus 3. Divide both sides by 10. So x equals minus 3 over 10.
Okay.
Okay, so I want to give you another one like this. I'm going to give you one really similar to this. Okay, not going to like vary it at all, just different numbers. Did you get all this down?
Almost.
Okay, because I'm going to give you one similar. I want you to be able to do it on your own.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so let's go 6x plus 3 equals minus 4x plus 13.
Okay. -4 plus 4 is just like 0, right?
Say that one more time.
-4 plus 4 is 0, right?
That's right. Yeah, you're going to add 4x to both sides, and it undoes this. Like it goes away, it becomes 0. You don't even write it.
So it'd be like x plus 13, like 0x plus 13.
You don't even write anything. You just don't put anything. You just bring the 13 down
Okay.
because you're undoing it.
Yeah.
You don't have to write 0. You could, but it's unnecessary. It's like,
Do you still plus 13 on each side?
you want to get x by itself. It's being multiplied by 10 and added by 3. So you undo addition first.
Okay, on 3.
So again, like you don't write plus 0. You just bring the 10x down.
Yeah.
Okay, and how do you undo multiplication by 10?
Division.
Divide by 10. So x equals
0.
you have 10 things and 10 friends. How many things does each friend get?
10 or 1.
You have 10 chicken nuggets and 10 friends.
Yeah.
How many chicken nuggets does each friend get?
1.
Okay. Division is a sharing problem. Okay. All right, so new problem here. Minus 9x plus 3 equals minus 6x minus 5. Okay. So when you look at a problem like this, you have to first look at the x terms and you have to decide which is smaller. You literally ask that question, which is smaller?
Yeah.
And the answer is
6x.
they're both negative. So this is where it's like it's awkward because it's like on a number line. Where's if there's 0, there's -6 and there's -9. So the one more to the left is smaller.
Yeah.
So it's actually this one, and that's why I'm doing this example, because it's sometimes unclear like which one it actually is smaller.
Okay.
So you're going to add 9x to both sides. Okay. And like you just asked me or told me or asked me, like, do you write 0x? No, you just bring the thing down that's left over. What is -6x plus 9x?
-6x plus 9x.
Yes. What does that become?
-6x. 3.
3x.
Yeah.
And then you bring the -5 down. So this is a two-step equation.
Mm-hmm.
That means there's two like operations to get to where you can solve it. How do you undo subtraction by 5?
Adding the.
Now, why do you undo this one first? Why don't you divide by 3?
Wait, what?
I'm asking you why do you add 5 here instead of dividing by 3 first? And it has to do with this on the right here.
PEMDAS? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean PEMDAS, right? What does that mean? Well, when you're solving, you go backwards. You undo in this direction. You undo addition and subtraction before multiplication and division.
Okay.
It's like this. You take your shoes off before your socks.
Yeah.
You have to. And that's what this is.
Yeah.
And there's other funnier things I could say that are inappropriate, but like you have to do them in this order, okay? So you undo addition and subtraction before multiplication division. So that is why you add 5 to both sides first.
Oh, okay.
Now you don't write +0 because it's vacant. You just write nothing. You don't even put a mark there. And then you undo multiplication by 3 by dividing by 3. So x equals 8/3. Okay, let's do another example here. -4x minus 6 equals, oh boy, -2x plus 9. So again, it's the same sequence of questions. I ask you and you would look at these and you'd say to yourself, which is smaller, -2x minus 4x? Which is smaller?
4x, right?
-4x, yeah. So that means we got to move it this way.
Okay.
Okay, and that like you have to like, you don't want to be drawing this every time. You want to like, oh yeah, that one's smaller. Let me move it to the other side. So to move it, you add 4x to both sides of the equation.
Okay.
Okay, now on the left here, you just bring the -6 down. What is -2x plus 4x?
-2x plus 4x. It's 2. Right.
Yep. Okay, and then you bring the 9 down. Okay, so again, PEMDAS, right?
Yeah.
You got to take your shoes off before you take your socks off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that means you undo addition and subtraction first. You got to undo this right here.
Yeah. And
So to do that, you're going to subtract 9.
that's, no, -9 on each side. -3 on the -6 versus -9.
So it's -6 minus 9. It's like you owe someone $6, then you
So
borrow
then
even more money.
bottom of 3. Or, oh, yeah. Yeah, -15. And then equals to and then 0. You don't add that.
You don't have to write it. So now you have
Yeah.
multiplication, your socks. How do you undo this? You divide by
20,
2.
yeah. So negative 7 point.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. You just leave it as a fraction like this.
Okay.
All right, so let's try another one here. -7x plus 2 equals -3x minus 4. Will you try solving this one on your own, please?
Okay. You do +3 on each side, right?
Which is smaller, -7x or -3x?
I'm pretty, yeah, 7, right?
Yep. So you move it to the right.
Yeah, okay.
And in this case, that means you're going to add 7x.
Yeah, so I was doing it first, but then I was like confused. Is it 2/2, the final answer?
Did you undo subtraction by 4 by adding 4?
Oh my gosh, no, I didn't.
Okay.
Oh, why did I'm subtracted 2 on each side instead of 4.
Yeah, so you got to undo addition and subtraction before multiplication division.
Yeah,
And it's got to be whatever on the x side
yeah.
in this case. So 6 equals 10x. Okay, and you divide by 10, hopefully. So x equals 6 divided by 10, which does reduce to 3/5.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a two-step equation worksheet that I'll send you at the end of the lesson also to work on, but let's just look at just some two-step equations. I'm still sensing probably should have started here, can't go back in time, but
Yeah.
this is a two-step equation. It literally means two steps. The first step is either adding or subtracting. The second step is multiplying or dividing.
Yeah.
Every time. There's no exceptions every single time. Okay. You look at the X side and you have to undo addition or subtraction first. So what do you undo? Do you undo the 2 or the 4?
You undo the 4.
Okay. I feel like you're just guessing because the 2 is the only one that's being added or subtracted. The 4 is multiplying the X.
Well, I thought because the 4 is, wait, oh, that's only applies when it's negative. Okay, then yeah, 2.
Okay. So we're going to subtract 2 from both sides of the equation. So this becomes 4x equals minus 26 minus 2. You owe someone $26. You take out another $2 loan from them. How much do you owe them?
You owe them, dude. Wait, what was it?
Well, I'm asking for the result of this, and
Oh, okay. It's 24.
it is not 24.
28.
It's negative 28.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the 4 is multiplying the X. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you undo multiplication by 4?
A division by 4.
Divide by 4. So X equals negative 7. All right, let's try another one here. I'm going to give you kind of the same speech. Again, this is a two-step equation. The first step is always adding or subtracting. The second is multiplying or dividing. The variable's on the left side here. What is the 2 doing to the X?
The 2 is just keeping the X, like,
What math operation is implied here?
I'm not sure.
Okay, well, there's adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing.
Yeah.
So that when they're squeezed together, it's multiplying.
Yeah.
Okay. Like here, 0 is 4x. You undid it by 4 because 4 is multiplying x. That's why you divided by 4 here. Like you told me that. Like I asked you and you said divide by 4.
Yes.
Divide by 4. What is the 2 doing to the x here? It is multiplying.
So we're dividing it.
We will, but first, what's the first step? You either
Add or subtract.
okay, so there's 12 here. We have to undo the 12 here. Is it positive or negative?
Positive.
How do you undo plus 12?
Subtract.
Subtract 12. 2x equals 24. Divide both sides by 2. X equals 12. Okay, let's try another one.
Okay.
This is not interesting, by the way. Like there's almost like nothing about this that like even I find interesting. So like I don't want you to like think like, wow, like this is just boring. Like this is not interesting, but we got to do it. Like we got to get through it. I can't make this exciting.
Yeah.
I can't make a song. I can't.
Practice and stuff. So I'm just like,
Yeah. Well, if you guys need earlier time, you just text me and I'll I can accommodate earlier times as well. So,
okay.
but again, like I'm trying to make joke. What were you practicing? What sport were you playing?
Right now I just do swim team too.
You're doing swim team.
Swim team.
Okay, great. And you doing basketball?
Yeah, I do both.
Okay. All right. Like order of operations is like shooting when you don't have the basketball. That's when it's wrong. Like you don't take a shot until you have the basketball. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you have certain rules in basketball. You can't pick up your feet and just start walking to the hoop. You need to be dribbling, can't carry, all
Yeah.
these rules, right? Hand checks, all this stuff's changed. These are the rules, right? The rules say you must undo addition or subtraction first. So you have to like, when you see this, you gotta say like, oh, I need to undo 7 first.
Alright.
So how do you undo 7? You
Yeah,
subtract 7 from both sides. So 5x equals 55. 5 is multiplying the x. You divide by 5.
Yeah.
So like when I played sports, if I did something that coach didn't like if I said, oh, we're going to add 7 to subtracting 7, like we would get laps, other things like that were horrible, right? And that's what I'm trying to get to you. Like you gotta like buy in. You're gonna be like, okay, this is bad. Like I got to do it right. I got to really like focus in on this and know what I'm trying to accomplish here. Okay. Let's try some other problem types here. All right, x divided by 3 plus 14 equals 5. This is yet again another 2-step equation. And the first thing you always do is you always undo addition or subtraction. So notice x is on the left side.
Yeah.
Is the 3 adding or subtracting, or is the 14 adding or subtracting?
What?
Which of these numbers is adding or subtracting?
Oh, the 3.
The 3 is dividing.
Or
That's what that
14.
means right there. Yeah.
14.
14. So how do you undo addition by 14?
Subtraction.
Subtract 14. You got it. Okay. So that's x over 3 equals minus 9. Now you're dividing by 3. You would undo division with multiplication. So x equals minus 27. Okay. Let's look at another one here. I can tell you're eating. I'm going to work through the problems here. If you ever need to eat during a lesson, just let me know. I don't mean to interrupt your meal.
No, that's fine.
I can talk and, hopefully you'll see some things. So here you need to undo plus 4. You undo plus 4 with minus 4. You bring the x over 6 down, equals, you have $1, you give 4 away somehow. Now you don't have $3. We've got to find a better example now, but that is what it is. The 6 is dividing the x. You undo division with multiplication. So x equals minus 18. All right, now, did we do that one? We did not. Let me see here. I'm trying to remember which one we did. We did not do that one. Okay, let me have you try this problem here. Go ahead and give that a try, please. Just let me know your final answer.
Okay. Can you scroll up a little bit?
Sure.
Is the final answer 5?
let me work through this here. So you undo addition by 9 by subtracting 9.
Mhm.
So that gives you x over 11 equals 5. So the right-hand side is 5 for sure. How do you undo division by 11? Well, you multiply by 11. So x
Oh my God.
equals 55.
I wrote 11 down and I thought it was a 1. Oh my gosh, I make like the stupidest mistakes and just mess up the whole problem. I had everything and then I wrote down the 11. For some reason, my brain thought it was 1 and I did 5 times the 1 was 5.
Yeah, I mean, some of that comes from just being tired, disinterest, which is nothing wrong with that. This isn't, it's
Yeah.
not as exciting as watching basketball on TV, but we got to get through it. We got to like try to find a way to get you to like be able to do these problems so you can do well in class, so you can stay
Yeah.
eligible for sports and keep mom and dad happy and all that stuff.
Yeah. Exactly.
Is there anything else that you would like to cover today that I can maybe
No.
quickly? Okay. All right. Well, I would love to help you in the future. Might have a dialogue with your mom just to see if there's a better way to help you. Meaning, like maybe we could do sessions earlier in the day, or maybe
Yeah, I'm
shorter
sure I'm gonna have
sessions.
another session soon, like earlier.
Yeah. All right. Hope you have a great night. I will send you the notes on the screen here shortly, and see you next time.
All right, see ya. Thank you.
Bye.